Okay, so hello everyone. I'm sure that we are in conflict, but maybe we'll start. And if somebody are late, yes, Mary, I will share a slide with you. Okay. I hope this is work and you will see my slides. So one more time, welcome on the second hour webinar about sales. We will talk now about account management and portfolio also. My name is Victoria and I am a CVP BD in Krakow, and at the same time I am a teamster of BD, so I'm cooperating with Marisa and helping her in daily life. And also I do this kind of session for members and leaders. This is our second webinar a few weeks ago. We have our first one. I said there about some really basic knowledge. Here you will hear about something different things. Yes. When you ask somebody from PD structure, but also people who work in sales, not only in our organization, I think they will said you that the basic is the knowledge of your portfolio. And I would like to start with these things and told you about our project, our programs and activities which we could take with companies and our stakeholders, like schools, for example. And here we have information about the ambassador program, and I think maybe some part of you are ambassadors, so it will be easier for you to understand what is it. But we here have information. What does ISEC guarantee from our sites? So here you can check that this is conducting the recruitment process among the members of our organization. Because we are ISECers in our LC or in national level, we search from ISEC because ISEC is the best people. Remember about it. And we also give a logistic support to the local committees. For example, Marisa, like in national level, give information to the LCBP BD or PD, and give us information about, for example, Deloitte are searching and as ambassadors in these cities, and we are LCBP searching and make a promotion to gain the best people who would like to be ambassador of this company. Partners supports in supervising them. So yes, we support this and taking care of the ambassador experience and ensuring standards of the local level. Because, for example, in Krakow, we don't, we have, I think, more than 5 ambassadors. So we have a group, and sometimes there's also meetings when we could share information about what we do to promote the brand and helping each others. Okay, so what are the benefits for the companies? So the first one is the opportunity to reach 20 largest academical centers. Company could tell us in which university they want to promote. For example, when we have a company from Krakow, they don't need to promote on all the academical centers. They could choose, for example, only one or two. and access to internal students, communication channels, because ambassador could share information about companies on the group, but also in ISECers communication channels. For example, they could send emails to our members, or for example on Facebook groups. Content promotion and building the company's image at selected university. I think it's clear. Increasing the company recognition in the student environment. Because this is the work of ambassador to make a company more recognizable in universities. Okay, and the next one is Career Days. I think is the one of the biggest our project in ISEC in Poland. I hope that you know it, but if not, we will Career Days job fairs. We organized it for the 26 years, so a really long time, and they are organized by students for students, and I think it's the more benefit for companies, because therefore it's best to respond to the needs of the young people associated with the expectation of employers. And also, Career Days are ambassador of the Sustainable Development Goals, number 8. It's a decent work and economic growth. And we, as ISEC, people who organize Career Days, we give every exhibitors dedicated warrant, helper, person who are taking care of the company all the day of Career Days. And this is very cool. On the last time when I was on the meeting with company and I asked them for the feedback, they told me that this is a really cool idea, and they are really appreciated that we have this person. And also 20 years experience, yes, and is over 6,000 visitors and 60 exhibitors. This is data from Krakow, and you have to check ask your LCPP video or some other person how many visitor and exhibitor you have in your city when you run Career Days, of course, in your city. Okay. And access to students from other university from 9 cities, thanks to the wide advertisement. Okay, and we go to the core of our organization, so exchange. So here you have information about global talent and entrepreneur project. And on the left you have requirements, on the right you have condition. And we have global entrepreneur and global talent, and I would like to tell you a little bit more about it, because maybe some of your friends would like to go to exchange for some interest project, and here we are. So okay. Who can go to this exchange? People between 80 to 50 years old in global talent, and between 20 to 50 years old in, one more time, 20 to 50 years old in global entrepreneur, and 18 to 30 years old in global talent. Knowledge of the English at B2 level in global 1 in global entrepreneur. In global entrepreneur, experience is not required. And in global entrepreneur, you need to have at least 3 months of experience in the same field. Okay, when you go to condition, to the right table, we have information on global entrepreneur. 6 to 20 weeks, and duration of global talent is 3 to 20 months. In global entrepreneur is without pay. In global talent, your company paid you. In global entrepreneur, accommodation is provided and company paid it for you. In a global entrepreneur, accommodation is not provided, but in the most cases, I think ISEC help you to find the flat. And in global entrepreneur, Oh, maybe I will try to. I think it's work, no? Coverage of the administrative cost of Isaac Polska in the amount of 1,715 Polish złotych in global talent 199 Polish złotych. Okay, but what is the benefits for young people who would like to go abroad for our exchange? The first one is professional development in an international environment. The second one is use of skills in practice. Third one is gaining experience. The next one is getting to know other culture, of course, on unforgettable experience, of course, because you go abroad, you meet other people, cool. And the most important, I think, because the most Icebreakers talk, leadership development, of course, and you should mark it when you are talking about our exchange. Okay, this we'll talk about from the side of the people who would like to go abroad, and he will talk about the point of view of company who'd like to take part in our project and want to intern in the company. So here you have information about the duration of the project and also the price. But the price is depend of your LC. So you you have to one more time ask about it, how it costs in your LC. And we have also three different categories of our opportunity. It's marketing, business administration, education, and information technology. Yes, and we have also information about salary. Company in GT have to pay interest $500 or $600 in IT project. Okay, but what is the benefits from company? So when you go to a meeting and want to sell global talent, you need to say this 6 point. The first one is an international environment. The second, experience from another country, a global perspective, a fresh look provided by a young foreign intern, and participation in GT give access to young native speaker who have complete 30 years of study, speak English at the minimum level of B2, and have professional experience. And we also, as Icebreakers, give a personalized recruitment process, which is tailored to the individual needs of the companies. So really cool. Whoa, and we go to our other exchange program. It's a global volunteer. So when you meet, for example, friends who is really curious about what do you do in ISEC, and he don't have experience, he or she don't have experience, you could offer him a GB project. But what is the requirement of the project? He or she needs to have 80 to 30 years old. Most of offer last is 6 weeks. They need to cover of administrative cost of Isaac Polska in the amount of 699 Polish złotych, and they have to know English in minimum B1 level. Okay. And what's the benefits for young? It's the opportunity to learn languages, the international environment, opportunity to support sustainable development goals, intercultural experience, an incredible adventure, and also, and the most important, develop your leadership. And here you can see the LDM, so self-aware, because when you go abroad, you have to be responsible and also sometimes deals with really difficult situation. You notice this cultural difference in each country and problem in the world that you didn't probably seen before. And this all things you can achieve when you go to GV programs. Okay, but here we'll talk about the side of view of people who want to go abroad, and also, as you know, people from abroad come to Poland, and here, for example, teach in schools. So, what are the benefits for schools to take part in our project? The first one is contact with the international environment for children. These children, in the same time, are learning languages, then getting to know a new culture. Presenting prestige of the school is first, and breaking language barriers, of course, making an offer of school more valuable, and supporting sustainable development goals also. Okay, so we really quickly go from our project, and I hope you remember something about this now. And also, as I said you, we also will talk about our portfolio and individual cooperation proposal. So the first one, I would like to show you ISAC portfolio. So here you can see ISAC portfolio general. Here we have information about ISAC in general, about career days. You can take here that we have information about in which city we are running this project, some data here. Youth Speak Forum, maybe some of you attended this project. Information from company which who would like to support SDGs, and also global talent, so our exchange project. Some benefits from company here. Here you can check the volunteer program, program ambassador, the same photo as like on my PPT. Here you have benefits, the same like in PPT. Here some photos and conference, national conference, because probably more of you was on a national conference, and you saw that there are sometimes companies. Oh, here is a photo from Sprinko, I think Sprinko, when President gives awards to the LC, which ran the best career days. Okay. Yeah. Trend sellers. Maybe this is I think new project when the company could take part in it and give an ISACers knowledge about, for example, selling or marketing or different parts. And here you have information. Here's Marisha. Welcome, Marisha. So yes, this is a national cooperation proposal, but we also have. It looks the same. This is the same design of this cooperation proposal and this portfolio. But here is a portfolio from Krakow. It's shorter, I think. I'm sure it's shorter because we don't run all this project. Here you have a timeline. We start from the conference. We end ISAC University and also our local conference. Career days, of course. Ambassador program, our local conference, because sometimes company also want to take part in conference and give us some trainees on the conference, global entrepreneur and global talent, of course, and mailing and post on our Facebook group, because some company, when they have interesting opportunity, are asking us if we could send an email to our iCycle groups, and my photo and information, like the same. Okay. But it's really rarely happened that you send a portfolio solo with the first email to the company. We could send a portfolio, for example, after a meeting to sum up all our project. But we should describe more those projects that company was interested in. On the last webinar, I talk to you how to ask questions to research company needs. For example, when you know that company is interested in people with languages, for example, native speaker, Turkish native speaker or something like that, probably you offer them a GT program. Maybe they will not so interested in career days. And you could also, when you have individual cooperation proposal, you could also run a new project. For example, you could you don't have to focus only on project that exists now. You could creating something new for the companies and from for the needs. And maybe I will show you. Yes, here I have. Individual cooperation proposal for EY. It's a national level cooperation proposal. You could see a logo of EY and logo of ISAC. Here you have also timeline, but here you have only activities which EY is interested in, not all of that we have in our portfolio. Here you have activities on the left side, how we will promote it, price of these activities, and the benefits from EY when this company will take part in these activities. Here's some. Never mind. Here is career day, so information in which city, when, the price of this, and sum up. This is information about conferences, You Speak Forum, Ambassador Program, etc., etc. As you can see, it's really short. And here's another, for example, mailing and post on Facebook. Post on Facebook, and here you have a slide with sum up. So it's really short, and I think it's more clear than when you write it on the email. So it's a good option for you when you cooperate with schools, companies, and other stakeholders. You could create this kind of PPT and send it to the company like as sum up. Okay. I will. Okay. Wait. Sorry. Okay. We are now in our stats webinar. Okay, and last part, it's account management. Because as you know, I think we have existing partners which cooperate with your LLC, with MSC from few years, but we still could find a new one. And the account management is responsibility for maintaining and improving relation with existing group of clients and with new also. The first one is relationship management, because I told about it on the last webinar, but when person from a company will like you, like a person, he will probably he will be probably more willing to cooperation with our organization. And that's why partnership relation is so important, and you really could learn something from the company. So on the meeting, don't hesitate to ask question to company and asking for a feedback. And the next one is deliver, because if you want to build good relation with company, with a client, you need to be fair with them. And after the meeting, you have to sum up your arrangements, and you probably, I don't know, sync up some contracts or something like that. And here is the time that you have to do a step and deliver all these activities that you arrange with companies. And up cross-selling, because I think is the one of the most important. This session is the most one of the importance of the partner, right? Because doesn't matter in which project you are an ISACers, you are not a member of car ideas, you are not a member of GV programs, you are an ISACers, and you should know all our projects and our activities which code we run, and that's why you should know all the projects, because you never know when this knowledge will be useful for you, and maybe somebody on when you go to a meeting, when you probably you arrange meeting and you want to talk about career days, but somebody from company asks you about another project, and ask you what he could do with our company, with our organization more. But you are a member of career days and you don't know what you can do more. So error, my dear, and you should know all the project. Okay, but what is the next steps of account management? So first one is identification, is asking question, and when you ask a question, you will see in which project your partner will be interested in, and then you offer those projects. The next one is negotiation. But it's not about price. You not negotiate the price of our project, because our projects are really valuable, so we don't talk about it. We don't give a discounts. It's more about maybe amount of project which we run with these companies. The second one is agreement, so all types of campaigns, and the next one is deliver. Here are contracts, and we are deliver this. So it's what I told you before. So we provide project on the highest level as we could, and the reporting and evaluation. So we report to the companies what we achieve with which project or with which step we have problems. Yes. Here I will show you some tips. The first one, you have also always 24 hours for every answers, because you should note that your answer maybe block somebody's works, because some company ask a really short question, and this woman from this company couldn't do anything more because she have to wait from your answers, and this look very unprofessional when you have one day in a week when you checked your email. and check in with companies, so what we do, on the which step we are, etc., etc. Monthly summary. So the same, you could send an email to the companies, you could call to them, and also check yourself if you are running in this good this quarterly meetings. So it's a very good idea, because you have one meetings when you talking with company what you could do together. The next one, you think a contract, but you have also could meet another one time and talk what we could do more with each other. Undersell and over deliver. So never promise more than you could provide it, because trust has been built for a very long time. So better to surprise the company and in positivity side. So don't tell that you do everything that they want when you know that you couldn't do this. And contact network, follow up, and mutual benefits, because you shouldn't think about only your side and your benefits, because you should also think about your partners, because when you think about them, you will probably have this partnership relations, and your partners will stay with you for a long years and take part in more and more activities. And follow up, contract networks. And I would like to say you that when one company really want to cooperate with you, they have contacts with other companies, and probably it look like they give information to other companies. So when you have to want to have a lot of partners, you should deliver a really good project. And this is all from my side. This was a really quick webinar, but I hope that I will help you a little bit. If you have some question to me, here is my here is my email, and also I have a Facebook, so you can send me some information, and I would it would be very nice to talk with you if some part of this webinar you are interested in. So thank you one more time, and see you on the next one, because on the next webinar probably we will focus on OGX. Woohoo! So you are welcome. Thank you one more time for visit my webinar. Goodbye.